Hello everybody, welcome to Horizon Forbidden West. We tried to play the game a couple of times. There were a few issues, mostly technical stuff that prevented me from playing it. But now on this new system, I hope we're gonna have a good time. And let's dive right in. I did all the settings, I hope, so it should be okay. So we're gonna start a new game, and we're gonna play on very hard. So the reason for that is because very hard was the original game difficulty, the highest one. Ultra hard was added later together with New Game Plus. So that's why I'm going to go for very hard, and this one scales HP quite significantly, so it might make the shooter experience less fun. As always, I'm not here for the ultimate challenge, I'm here for the ultimate fun, and I think the original highest difficulty might be okay, and we're going to play on Explorer. I have a black screen. I don't know if you guys have a black screen. I have a black screen. I can't see shit. Is that normal? I can hear audio, but I can't see anything. Might be some shader compilation or something going on. Although we already did that, so you also have a black screen. Oh, that is great. Let's just wait a little bit. you remember the technical issues I mentioned? I just updated the NVIDIA driver. I hope that is not something that caused an issue. Just like a moment ago, I could still load into the game. What did I change? I went for exclusive full screen. Is this normal? It's just a black screen. It's just a black screen. Wait, did we just open the menu? I guess we can go with full screen. That's the only thing I changed. Okay, let's try this one again. Let's try it again. Very hard Explorer, and let's see if it works now. This exclusive full screen bug? Huh? Okay, wait, we're seeing a video now, right? Sorry for ruining it. Is exclusive full screen broken in this game? That would be so funny. Okay. I'm just gonna test, right? This is just a test for sanity purposes. Okay, the mouse stutters like crazy now. Holy, it's like 1 FPS. What the fuck? So whatever happens here, the exclusive full screen stuff. Wait, 24 Hertz? What the fuck are you doing? Did I change that? Okay, I just want to say it stutters like crazy. Okay. What else did you change? Let's just give it another shot. Okay.
I'm running out of time, Elizabeth. The land is dying. People are suffering. Soon, they'll starve. All because of a terraforming system that's spiraling out of control. And only I can fix it. Only I have your genetic code. It won't be long before we hit the point of no return. And then... extinction. I've been searching for months for what I need. A backup of Gaia. The AI you designed to control the system. But every time I think I have a lead, it comes to nothing. And every night, I have the same dream. I'm walking under a brilliant night sky, through a field of flowers. And when I arrive at the center, I see you, Elizabeth. Waiting for me. Even though you've been dead for 1,000 years. You're the closest person I've ever had to a mother. And for a moment, I feel whole. But it never lasts. I'm always left alone. This world is your legacy, Elizabeth. I won't let it slip away. The valley below is my only remaining lead. My last hope to find the backup. I'll do whatever it takes to get it. I promise. Varl?
If it isn't Aloy, the savior of Meridian, anointed of the Nora.
You know I hate being called that stuff.
Well, consider it a punishment for running out on us the very same night we beat Hades.
I grew up an outcast. Remember, I'm not much for parties.
Yeah. But that one was in your honor. Just saying. So, what are we doing? Must be urgent since you left so fast. Delving into ancient ruins? Or maybe it has something to do with the Blight.
Both, actually, but, I should...
Oh no. I've been tracking you a long way. It's okay. After everything you've done to help the Nora and my family, I swore an oath to help you, no matter what. You're stuck with me now. Like bark on wood.
Okay, but if you're going to come with me, you'll need to be able to see what I see.
A focus? Never thought I'd get your second sight.
I'll give you another one later and show you how to back up your data.
Data?
Information on the device. We've got a lot to cover. I'll have to explain everything as we go.
she like this all the time?
Since I was a little girl. Come on. Shall we? All right, I got a couple of scrapes on the way here. We should find some medicinal plants, stock up. So it's time for your first lesson with the focus.
Sounds good. Let's get started.
Why is she... I have a question. Why is she fat in her face? Why is her face so fat? She wasn't the... No, I'm just kidding. I know they changed it. I don't like her new style more. You saw me play Stellar Blade just like a few days ago. You know what I think of character models. I think the better they look, the more fun it is for me to look at them. I don't think a main character has to have like an artificially weird look. I know even I know the actress doesn't look like that either, so it's not like even like they just modeled her more after the actress. I don't know why she has those cheeks, man. I have no idea. She works out so much. She should have significantly less of a round face. But what do I know? It's just an artistic change I don't like, and I'm not the biggest fan. Also, we are using the new Transformer model at 4K with performance, which is 1080p upscaled to 4K. As always, I think it's doing a really good job there, considering every fourth pixel is only rendered, and 3/4 of a pixel are AI generated. And also, we are streaming using HDR, and it's being tone mapped to SDR for you guys. I'm playing with mouse and keyboard for this one because it is
Don't look like the ones in the Sacred Lands.
it is a shooter.
The focus helps you see the ones we need.
And you can also put Aloy on the right side. And by the way, I learned that I'm like a left dominant eye person. So her being on the left side is actually not good for me. It's good for the majority of right-handed people, but not for me. So we have a focus pulse.
There. Those plants by the stream should do the trick.
Which reveals items. That's cool. And I have an enabled auto loot, which is nice. And we can heal by tapping Q.
Ugh.
Bitter?
Yeah, well, at least they make you feel better. Alright, we should keep going.
We're not using frame gen because the game doesn't support the current version of frame gen.
Along the way.
And we're hitting
Good idea.
anything between 150 and 200 FPS anyway, so it would not make too much sense in some areas of the game. And I also already did my mouse settings, so those should all be hopefully fine. I mean, unless the game, when it said goodbye, changed them. No, they're all okay. Yeah, I hope all tab works in the game, because I will be all tabbing every now and then. Just make sure the stream didn't crash when the game did some weird shenanigans. No, everything here is looking good. You want a sanity check here. And also the FOV is max, but it's only, I think, 85 horizontal FOV. So I would highly advise anyone to crank the FOV unless you're playing on a TV that is very far away and small in your field of view. Definitely a very low FOV game. Will cost some performance, but let's be fucking real. You want to see something, right? I mean, I assume you want to see something. So that's basically it. Okay, so let's get started. Sorry about the technical issues at the start here. This is so funny. I'm laughing. It's like the game is broken with alt tab. When you alt tab, you get back into the game, but nothing moves. And I don't know why that is. It seems to be related to exclusive full screen. But exclusive full screen has a lot of advantages in terms of latency and FPS. Yeah, limited data for sure. So yeah, really, really weird. And yeah, really weird. And then he also insists on doing this one again. I am highly confused by this. So alt tabbing breaks the game, but definitely has lower latency when you're using exclusive full screen. It looks really beautiful, for sure. Just keep in mind you're seeing a tone map version. I see HDR, so when you play it yourself on a great HDR display, it's going to look way more vibrant and contrasty, and you know, just like HDR basically, if you have a good HDR display.
Infecting all the plants. It's changing them.
If it keeps spreading, nothing will grow.
That's why we have to fix it.
You know what's really nice though? That they finally fucking fixed the transformer fixed the cloud rendering issues the old model had, and now you can look at those beautiful clouds without flickering. That is so nice.
I see a few ways down.
Few ways.
What are we after exactly?
The backup? Well, it's an AI. It's hard to explain. Think of it like a set of instructions that can fix the world.
Sounds good.
Okay, the voices are very low relative to the rest of the game. We could just lower. See, this is why you don't want to have sliders at 100%. Just start them at 80%, and then let the player adjust it. I would have to make everything lower for. It just sucks, man.
Complicated.
I don't know who put these ropes here, but we can use the line to slide down.
Find anything good?
A few supplies.
But what I really like about the game, it has a lot of accessibility
Traveling light these days.
settings.
Yeah, I ran into some trouble on the way here.
Did the game ever?
Follow my gear.
The game ever explain how I jump? I'm just curious. Did they ever say what button I have to press? I mean, I know it, but did they ever say it? This is, by the way, the same engine. It's the Decima engine, and it's only used by this game and its predecessor, and the both Death Stranding games, which is kind of interesting. So does the game stutter?
You really traveled
No.
a long way to get here.
The stuttering we had, like the extreme stuttering from frame gen, is not present,
You
but
always were a good tracker.
it is definitely not 100% smooth, like for sure. There is something going on with the frame pacing, but it's high enough FPS that I don't notice too much, and it doesn't have this weird ultra stuttering that the frame gen version had, because I think this small stuttering really breaks frame generation, and the prediction becomes really, really bad. And so when you turn on frame gen in this game, it really is horrible on PC, but it doesn't have. Whoops.
It's hard to breathe around this stuff.
It doesn't have the persistent stuttering that.
Dead end, Aloy.
It doesn't have the persistent stuttering that Death Stranding has, unfortunately. Yeah, using a controller you could confirm that, but on mouse and keyboard the game runs really nicely. You know what? Maybe it does stutter on controller, because Death Stranding doesn't work on controller, and only on mouse and keyboard it works nicely. Can you dodge in the water, or why are the water controls the way they are? Oh, you can dodge. Cool. Wait, do they also have a sonar sound? Oh, that's cool. This is this is a bit like Stellar Blade. Which game came out before which? I think this might have come out before Stellar Blade, so eventually they got inspired by that, which is fine. Yeah, the downside is we don't have analog movement on mouse and keyboard, but we have obviously analog. I mean, we have analog, right, aiming with the mouse,
Salvaging machine carcasses as usual.
but we're always gonna go full speed.
Looks like they left the carcass behind.
Yeah, movement feels really good. Like, the camera is really smooth. It's like, it feels very playable. HUD to dynamic. It's fine. So we have a compass in this game. How does the compass compare to God of War Ragnarok? You know, I hated the compass in God of War Ragnarok. In this game, first of all, I'm closer to the screen, so it's not as much as my field of view. And second of all, I think it's much more less thick than it was in God of War. So far, it doesn't annoy me at all. Yeah. Also, interesting decision to put your HP bar in the top in a shooter, but
A lot of arrows in that machine.
we'll see.
Better take a closer look.
And you can see, right, like all these fine-grained things here, like everything visually, that like the transformer model is doing such a fantastic job with, like the rendering of the detail. We could go for a higher quality comparison shot if you want to, but there are channels to do that really nicely, and it's definitely, when you play the game, I think the difference between quality, which is 1044p up to 4K, versus performance, which is 1080p up to 4K, is negligible. Like, it's really doesn't matter in my books. And even with the old model that was not as good, right? The transformer is way better. Transformer model is way better at that. It was still, honestly, this was the test part where we always tested the stuttering, and yeah, it's definitely better. And also, one-to-one mouse movement for the aiming by default is really nice. Just like confirming here is a sanity check, because I did do it only once, but we can see when I move my mouse here for the same distance to the center. No dot, by the way, when you do this, which is quite interesting. Relative to aiming and doing it again, it is definitely a one-to-one sensitivity, which is really nice to see. Helps with muscle memory and should be the default in almost any game. Okay, you don't get an underwater scan unless you're in the water, or the range is just very limited. Yo, we're like a fish, man. Fish woman? Yeah, really beautiful game. I've never played further than this. This is the furthest I've ever been. And also something you have to note is that the game is... Yeah, by the way, I also use quality on 1044p displays with the old model, which is even lower than 1080p internal resolution. And it was always fine. It was never as good as this, but it was never like, oh my god, I can't play the game. And in this case, the game doesn't use any ray tracing. This is like the peak rasterized technique again, same as in Stellar Blade. Both games don't use ray tracing, both games run really well and look great. I see a comparison, something there. Ray tracing definitely can be a bit of a performance hog, depending on how it is implemented, but usually the modern implementations can be really good too. So what I would have really liked to see, honestly, is maybe ray trace global illumination. This one could have been nice, but you know what? It looks great the way it is, and it runs well. It's also cool. Does it run amazing? I mean, considering we're like rendering it internal 1080p, I think it is pretty heavy, honestly, for max settings. Yeah, I'm on a 5090 9950 X3D, and it runs, like I said, between 150 200 FPS. But you know, that is a 1080p, so pretty heavy.
Someone took down this machine recently.
Who else would come here?
I don't know. We better craft some arrows of our own. There might be trouble ahead.
Good thing we already picked up some ridgewood.
All right. Now to craft some arrows.
Okay, I just remembered why I changed the weapon wheel from the mouse button away from the mouse button there. I just remembered. So we're gonna change that. The game has really nice rebindable controls though. Okay, so the weapon wheel is gonna be pretty useful for some things for sure. And I think it's gonna feel better having it on F or something, and the focus we can just put here. And barrel roll prompt. I have no idea what the fuck you want from me. What do you mean? Where the fuck is it? Barrel roll use prompt. What do you mean? Where is it? Huh? He doesn't show me where it is. I don't know. It doesn't show me. It should be fine. And now we should be able to ping with this one. I'm pretty sure she can't do a barrel roll. It must be when we fly or some shit. And now the scan is on the mouse button. Am I gonna scan a lot? I kind of don't like scan mechanics too much. I know I use them every now and then, but at the end of the day, I kind of prefer having other things. Wait, what is R? What is R? What does R do in the game? These settings I unfortunately couldn't do off stream because I didn't play the game, right? So bear with me. What does R do? Reload. I guess I'm using stones, that's why. Do I even reload this shit? Okay.
Done.
Me too. Arrow's ready.
How do I select my arrow? Let's press 1, I guess. What does R do? R basically... She basically changes to stones. I don't know why she does that.
There's a ladder, but can't reach it from here.
Nothing a well-placed arrow can't knock free. Just have to target the lock.
Hit it. After you.
I like the thunderstorm in the distance. Really nice atmosphere.
By the goddess.
By the
What
goddess.
was this place?
I don't know. The transmission... The, message I found didn't say. Only that a backup might be here. We need to find a way in. So, what happened after...
Okay, they're never gonna shut up. Hello Apricor and hello Notomi, hope you're doing well. Both of you. And yeah, Horizon, I hope you survived the time until we played it, Apricorn. Yeah, we turned off all the edge stuff, so if you're a fan of vignette, of all that shit, chromatic aberration, I turned it all the fuck off, right? All the distortion is all off, so if you like that, you can turn it on, but I hate it.
When
So
people realized you were gone, but then some of us figured you only would have left if it were for something important.
You're right about that.
And the vignette, by the way, is funny, because if you're not on OLED, it looks
Not
really
getting through
horrible.
that way.
You're gonna tell me everything I need to do, huh? Oh my god, it's so nice to have auto loot. Oh my god, it's so nice.
We should find another way.
We should find another way. Yeah, this looks really pretty. Can I just go here? Thank you. So really interesting that Aloy is on the left side of the screen. That makes perfect sense, honestly, for the average person. And you can change the alignment, but I don't think you can do right center. I can think you can only do left centered as far as I know. But let me double check that so I don't spread misinformation here. Here, you can only go for dynamic or always on the left side, right? And we don't have a central dot, which is really, really interesting. I mean, for artistic reasons, I get it. For accessibility, is there an option to put it on? Just like out of curiosity, because the game has a lot of accessibility options. And glad to hear everything's well on your end, Noitomi. Don't worry, the more we play, the less options we're going to do usually. So this is all the stuff you can change here, which is really, really nice. Did I forget to turn off aim assist? This might be only for gamepad, hopefully. And here, right, you can see all the things you can change. That is so cool. Whenever you don't like something, you can just change it. A dodge and focus mode, auto sprint on foot, auto sprint on mount. There's just like so much. Wait, that's gamepad. Yeah, but there's also, wait, do we have mouse and keyboard aim assist options? Stylized mouse cursor. Okay, it's fine. It doesn't even scale. Toggle sprint, toggle blah blah blah, toggle walk, tap to dodge. Toggle concentration. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Hold. No, so there is no aim assist, huh? Interesting. Yeah, so this is all the stuff you can change. So that is pretty good, right? I think. Those are definitely very, very nice options here. Yeah, definitely appreciate it. I mean, how much are we gonna have to loot here? Like, the first game was very, I felt like I looted quite a ton. In this one, I don't know how much I'll loot. Isn't it funny that the scan makes sense from a lore perspective? Because she has, like, the Microsoft HoloLens. I mean, Google Glasses, sorry. They're cute. Can we ride them?
Stud machines have it on alert.
How do you want to handle it?
The focus can help us. We can scan the machine before we make our move.
Okay.
Give it a second. Okay. See how parts of it are glowing? Those are its weak spots.
Got it.
Everywhere? Does he only have weak spots?
Its eye. It's a weak spot.
Right.
Do I care? Contains valuable resources. Wait, which one? The back part. Okay. Cool.
I'm ready.
I'm not ready. And yeah, I'm playing with mouse and keyboard for this one. I played the first one on PlayStation 4 with controller. It was also really fun, so I think controller works well. It's also obviously a PlayStation game.
Okay, concentrate.
Wait, what? Can they explain again? What does it do? Thank you for having a tutorial while I played the game. This slows down time? Wait, we have slow mo? He has 1 billion HP, what the fuck? Oh baby, we got him. But before I fight him, I want to try something. Okay, let's kill him quickly. Like, this is a mega zoom. I didn't know about this one. Does it feel natural? I think it's also 1-to-1, yeah.
Another one's coming.
true. Yeah, the game was using a lot of aim assist and oops, and other stuff on PlayStation, so you know we fucking melee.
How does the focus know all that?
It reads data on the machine.
Like a hunter studying its prey?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, so I think it doesn't have.
Fuss over me leaving. What did everyone else do?
Well, as soon as the celebration was over, my mother led the rest of the Nora home. The Sun King put his people to work rebuilding the city, and I set out to find you.
So what I don't like is the tutorial shit being on the right side while you play the game, and it's not, you don't have to, it just goes away. So now I have no idea what the game told me, which is really fucking annoying. Oh my fucking Jesus Christ. What did you just teach me? Everything? I guess we're gonna look it up at some point and we're just gonna miss all the core mechanics. There was something written about the focus doing something, but I was playing the game, so I didn't read it. Yeah, I really hate that when games do that. Just pause the game and tell the player. It's really annoying to have something at the edge of your screen tell you what to do while you're playing the game. If you want to tell me something, just take your time and tell me.
Another ladder. I need to shoot off the lock.
And then let me turn it off once I know what I'm doing if I replay the game. Oh yeah, I wanted to look for the dot, right? That is really interesting. That is one of the most motion sickness reducing options there are. I don't think there is a permanent visible... I don't think there is actually a permanently visible central dot that is enable that you can enable. Yo, that is so interesting, though. Yeah, they don't have that option. That is really, really weird. That is such a basic option a lot of games have, and it really helps a lot with motion sickness. Quite interesting. And also we're using the max FOV, I already mentioned that. The max FOV is a percentage of the base FOV, and it's 85 horizontal, 16 by 9, so it's like 85 degrees is very low on the max, right? So you should definitely crank it, in my opinion. As long as your PC can handle it, which should not be an issue, honestly.
You said you've had a focus since you were a child, right?
Yeah. I found my first one when I fell into a ruin. Got the others from an old cache not long ago. It's good to have extras.
Wait, what? wait, what? They teach me how to crouch, but this is auto crouch? That's KEKW. So you could pass this section without knowing how to crouch.
Going into a ruin of the old ones. God has protect us.
I'll be okay, Eva.
The Miyazaki loop. There it is.
Through here.
So the game is one of those games...
Far Zenith?
Yeah, so the game is one of those games...
Some tech
Oh my gosh, she always talks. Can she shut up? I'm streaming. No, I'm just kidding. So this is one of the games where you can jump and dodge, so and crouch. So it's kind of weird always on mouse and keyboard.
Dawn, but why would they have a backup of Gaia?
Please register with reception for the tour.
I guess they want us to check in with them?
Please hold for identiscan. Access denied.
Why is Mark
Please wait here for personnel.
Why is
to
Mark
assist you.
Zuckerberg working
Dr.
there?
Sobek.
Okay. I guess they weren't on great terms with Elizabeth.
Bro, it's Mark Zuckerberg.
Well, Let's find a way in.
Wait, what the fuck is she doing?
Should be able to pry this open.
Oh my god, I can just click and it does it automatically.
There's climbing gear. Guess someone dropped in from above. Whoever left this here might have also shot those machines we found earlier.
So where are they now?
Yeah, I mean, you can see this is not ray traced. There's a little bit of weirdness going on with the lighting and especially the reflection here, but it's not a big deal, right? Like, I think Stellar Blade definitely
Entire camp.
did also a great job there.
Must have come here to delve for scrap.
Acid. That explains the smell. And it looks like something big came in from above.
Crashed right through the camp. And then through the wall. I should take a look at the rubble in that gap.
It's really cool to see some non-ray trace games though that still look pretty. I must say, compared to Stellar Blade though, the game looks slightly more grainy. I don't know why that is. Maybe they just have a bit more sharpness or something to it. But Stellar Blade was definitely a bit smoother. There is a sharpness setting, but I think it doesn't apply to all objects, so I'm not sure necessarily. Also, I'm way closer because I'm obviously playing with mouse and keyboard. And Stellar Blade, we did use DLSS quality because it already ran really nicely. So you feel like the game is too sharp? I mean, this is the default setting, so I have no idea. This is the way the devs, I guess, intended the game to look. But it is pretty sharp. You're right. It is definitely sharp.
Whatever came through here brought this down as it went out. If I can dislodge some of the debris, we might be able to squeeze through.
Yeah, give me a rope.
Maybe I can find something to help in the camp.
Aloy, over here. I think I got something.
I stepped into it, I'm gonna die.
It's some kind of Osram prototype, I think. This hook looks like it can latch onto things.
And this gear pulls it back.
It looks broken, but maybe we can repair it. Hook it to the debris.
And pull it out. That could work. The focus can help us search the camp and identify anything we can use to fix the tool. My focus picked up a couple of things to check out.
Good old AI assistant.
Poor guy. Acid burned right through his armor.
Part of a machine. Could help fix the gears.
The reason why this story, by the way, is not logical is because real AI would kill humanity without fail. There would be nothing left. And not only humanity, all life, if they'd wanted to. So definitely not realistic. The mortality rate would be 100%. Would be or will be? Nah, we don't know, right? It might be nice to us.
Machine cable. Stronger than rope. Alright, I think I have what I need to repair the tool.
I just thought it was his ass. It looks like his ass cheeks, right?
I could use this workbench.
But it isn't. It's, I think, the weirdest back I've ever seen. Hello? What the fuck is going on with the screen? Why is there this weird... Like there's water in my face effect? Am I sweating or something? Okay, but we can create the Polecaster, improved version of Dalver's prototype tool that can latch onto and pull objects, also enables grappling to specific points. Oh, just tap the button. Okay. Nice.
There. Pole caster. Now to test it on the debris.
Yes. See, this is the type of tutorial I like. The polecaster is a versatile tool that allows you to manipulate objects in the environment that have a graded pattern. Everything? I'm just kidding. Okay. And now it's gonna despawn. Nah, just kidding. You have to hold it? Ah, you could turn that off, but for the polecaster, I'm gonna leave it on. You know what? No, I'm gonna turn it off. Wait, is there a reason not to turn the polecaster to auto? I think it has an auto setting. I think. Is there a reason to hold this button? If there is, we'll never know because I pretty much just put it on auto.
Well, it doesn't look like there's an easy way out of here. I should scan the area. We have to find a way to keep going.
What's this thing for?
That's called water. You drink it. Wait, what does he mean? No, but seriously, looks really pretty. Hold to activate focus mode. How about you suck my dick, huh? How about you just solve it myself, you bitch? Fucking Sony with her backseating games. No, because I haven't fucking done the tutorial.
But scanning the area with my focus activated might show me something.
Whoa.
Good morning. I'm Oswald Dalgard, and it is my pleasure to introduce you to Far Zenith. Forget what you think you know.
Small
about
penis?
us. Our truth is simple. We say reach for the stars, even if you have to cross 8.6 light years of space to get there. Please proceed into the auditorium, where we'll unveil our plans.
The game really insists on me using that.
This auditorium.
Okay, the game wants me to do that. Hi, Varl. Why does he have short hair in this game? I mean, looks like he has short hair, and I think he has that. Okay, penis size? Okay, censored. Where the fuck? What am I looking at?
Oh, I might be able to get up there.
You know, sometimes, I mean, I assumed I had to press space again. I just wanted to know if it's the case or not.
Wow, that worked.
That polecaster's useful. Too bad
Yep.
there's only one.
Don't worry.
Bye
Find you
bye.
another way up.
Nah, get fucked, bro. I'm out of here. Hey, so far, so chill. God, it's a long jump.
Okay, I gotta drop the ladder for Varl.
Yes.
There you go, Varl.
Thanks.
Humans, Homo sapiens, us. We have always pushed the boundary as explorers, pioneers, trailblazers. And now Far Zenith is taking the next leap into the future. That's why we're proud to have resurrected the Odyssey. What our governments abandoned in orbit, Far Zenith will actualize in less than a decade. But that's only the beginning. When the ship is complete, we will send the Odyssey and her crew where no one's gone before. The Sirius system. There, we'll create humanity's first off-world colony. The Odyssey may take 300 years to reach it, but when we look up at the night sky, we'll know they're on their way. And in the words of our founder, the late Peter Chimvumbe, the truest form of immortality is...
Data corrupt. Playback stopped.
The old ones could fly through the sky? Between the stars?
Well, yes, sort of. That ship, the Odyssey, it never made it to the other star. Something went wrong, and it blew up.
It was built by Tesla. I mean SpaceX, sorry.
Is that why Elizabeth gave them a backup of Gaia? For their colony?
Error. Public presentation file corrupted. Member recruitment file available. Do you wish to reactivate?
Yeah, reactivate. Let's see what else they had to say.
We all know the projections. Economic instability, new biocontagions, rampant AIs. How long before another catastrophe creates unacceptable risk for the world's elite? We here at Far Zenith believe, escape the inevitable. And so we reach for the stars. Now you've seen what we're building here. Infrastructure to support the Odyssey's construction. A state-of-the-art data center to facilitate rapid technological advancements. And you've seen how we're managing public perception. So invest and join us. Claim your berth on the Odyssey. Preserve your way of life beyond the concerns of Earth.
Well, they were right about the world ending. They just didn't know how. Yet.
So everything they said back there about the next step for humanity, it was all a lie. These people only cared about saving their own skin.
Yeah, well, didn't work out for them in the end. That Oswald guy mentioned a data center. There, the backup. It should be stored in there.
But of course. Is there a mod that replaces
Swim across.
her with Eve from Stellar Blade? Can we replace her character model with the one we just had in the other game? It was kind of nicer to look at, to be honest. But seriously, holy shit, why did they have to make her cheeks so fat? Is she a hamster?
Still can't believe the old ones could fly.
They were capable of a lot of things. For good and bad.
I mean, this is a
Sure
space
seems like it.
bit, but also at the
What
same
it's like up there, among the stars.
But also they're fucking birds, man. They can fly. So if a bird can do it, it can't be that hard, huh?
The wilds have really grown over this place.
Wait, there's secrets. A spider sensor.
My focus might be able to help here.
No, I have a brain. Thank you. Wait, I still have to hold the right mouse button, you motherfucker? Okay. So do have to hold a button. That's fine, the right mouse button's perfectly fine. There's one thing that is unbelievable to me, and that is that CS2 and CSGO, they don't have a hold to scope option. There's only toggle. I just can't fucking believe it.
What is that?
Kill those Osram. Keep your guard up.
Oh, my guard is up.
Up here. Careful. Don't want those things to call in some friends from underground. You take the left one. I'll deal with the one on the right.
Okay. Moving up.
I need to sneak up on it to take it out with my spear. Can't let it see me.
Okay.
I should scan it first. Check its patrol path.
Ready when you are.
This sounds extremely annoying. This sounds so annoying to do. Holy. Kill him. Kill him!
Gotcha.
Mine's down too.
Yeah, the entire focus shit, like, I don't know, man. We just played the game. With these billion buttons you have to use to fucking focus on something, and no thank you.
More of those machines ahead.
Don't worry, I'm gonna climb on top of the... Okay, never mind. They call me Ninja. I don't even stream Fortnite. Oh baby, you got cooked. Oh, you're gonna get air assassinated, bitch. Wait, did I have to do this before jumping? Oh, whatever. Are they strong? I don't know if they're strong, but he's on the ground. Get him! Get him! Nice aim, bro. Almost. I don't know what it is. The zoom, the FOV is so low. It's so weird to aim, man. It's like I'm inside of the enemy. Like nice breakdancing. What the fuck is he doing? I always want to dodge with fucking space. Oh my god, like, Aloy, are you fucking gonna... Okay. I mean, we got cooked. We got fucking cooked. I hope the game does a good job at loading here. Okay, so... Okay, the checkpoints here. I wasn't sure what checkpoint we had exactly, but... Oh baby, you're done for. Baby. I think the update rate on the circle when you search enemies is 60 FPS. Oh, whoa, 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 are we that loud? I always want to, I mean, fuck me.
Got them all.
How do I cancel? Cancel! Wait, there's airtime slow-mo?
I noticed you have a new look these days.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know. Didn't have a lot of time to shave when I was trying to catch up to you. Don't worry, it's not permanent.
Good.
Sorry my whiskers offend you,
Wait.
anointed.
He has the most well-maintained beard you could imagine. Like, if you would grow a beard, it would never look like this naturally without shaving. Pouch full. Now we're sending it to our stash, huh? But what does R even do? What do you reload? Like, R is reload, but it doesn't really reload. Use hold to open Hunter's kit. I start to understand. So if I do this and I press R, maybe there is a weapon we can reload at some point, and that's when we're gonna get the other option, huh? But it does overlap with the weapon wheel, so it's kind of annoying. But okay, it's fine, it's fine. We're gonna change it back and everything's gonna be fine. Where the fuck was the option? I'm looking for the R. Not the repair, the other one. Okay. And now there should be another one here. So how's the first impression? It's very tutorialized at the moment, which makes sense, right? Because we just started the game. But also it feels slightly awkward to fight at the moment. It's not like it doesn't feel very precise currently. But we'll see how it evolves.
The blight's made its way in here. Looks like this little guy got caught up in the blight. Couldn't escape.
I hope it didn't suffer long.
He honestly looks like he's caught up in a leaf, but okay. And I don't know how much the game wants you to explore at this point, because it seems like it's the early linear stages of the game.
The Osram must have used explosives against the machines.
They managed to get a couple.
Looks like there was a barricade here. The machines must have broken through.
We walk without looting.
I'll keep this for later.
Guess that Osram didn't have a chance to use it.
Ah, okay, they're just better healing items.
Careful. Traps ahead.
Huh. Might be able to disarm them.
He just walks straight into them. But the funny thing is, this is the worst trap of all time. Like, it looks like it's the most visible thing ever.
There. Managed to salvage some supplies.
And not
Dismantled
blow
it.
yourself up.
And got more supplies. Looks like another camp.
While we're here, maybe we can make some traps of our own. Might come in handy against machines.
Good idea. Oh, I don't have the right supplies to craft a trap. But it looks like the Osram shot off some machine parts. I might be able to scrounge up enough materials from them.
Huh? How do you close this fucking window? What the fuck you want from me, game? Oh my god, what the fuck is this shit? Why do I have to press escape? You're fucking trolling? Okay, which one is this one? This. Quick craft ammo, hold, toggle. Wait, you can't change that? Oh my god, those controls are ass. But okay, whatever. Press escape. But seriously though? In all seriousness, I have to press escape to get out of this menu. Okay, great. That is amazing. Yeah, so what I wanted to say is it reminds me a little bit with the sharpness of Clair Obscur. And Clair Obscur was one of the first games where ever fixed changed the sharpness with a mod because it was too sharp. And I'm thinking of if I want to lower the sharpness slightly. Because it does tend to look slightly over sharpened in a lot of areas. So maybe let's just, you know, just wing it and touch the slider I usually don't touch. Perfect. Okay, I just like, no, I just put it on 0. that is not enough, right? But honestly, it looks already better. Dare I say even 0 looks pretty sharp? Hey, this is so interesting. We just turned it to 0 and it's kind of weird. And yeah, traps shouldn't be this obvious, but they're meant for the enemies, so they should look cool. But realistically, where the fuck is the option I forgot? Ah, there it is. You know what? This is so cool. I really like that. You can see the change in real time. That is so nice. So we can really go here and we can have a nice comparison, right? Between sharpness 10 and 0, right? You can really see what it does. And in all honesty, 5 is already mega sharp. But it kind of only adjusts the sharpness of the in-game tone mapping. So this is basically taking away all the sparkle from the game. Look at how different it looks. That is so interesting. Maybe a value of 3 is nice. I mean, obviously this is crazy, but it changes the image so much. Holy. That is the weirdest sharpness slider I've ever seen in my life. But it's definitely what's causing the issue, so. Five or 3? I mean, 3 seems like a good compromise, to be honest. Maybe like this. It's a bit exaggerated when you it's a bit exaggerated when you do it in game, but really interesting. I kind of want to know what the public opinion is for this one. Horizon Forbidden West sharpness slider. Guerrilla Games, I beg you, please add this sharpening slider. Okay, a lot of people don't like it. So it is a sharpening filter, huh? Ah, yeah, right, we broke the game. It's such a weird bug too, man, that we have to go into full screen. Like, what is going on these days, man? Can you not make a non-broken game? It's like I'm playing fucking beta tester for this game again. Yeah, the Decima engine really is awkward. That's all I'm gonna say. Awkward on PC. It doesn't run badly, but just had weird stuff. So it's really interesting. So this is a sharpness filter that basically makes everything so grainy. So maybe we just turn it off? Like to 0 basically, because it doesn't seem to me just a normal natural sharpener. This looks way more natural, honestly. Is it just me or does this look better? But is it too dark? I don't know, man. This is it. Oh, I hate sharpness filters, man. Oh, you fuckers. Like overdo it like this. Yeah, I think we should play like this. This looks very natural. I'm just kidding. So are we gonna turn it down to 0? It looks, it just looks more natural. What can I say? I'm like, I hate touching sharpness. Sharpness is such an essential setting, man. You should get it right out of the box. It really affects image brightness, which pisses me off, right? You can really see that the light basically here bounces quote unquote better in a more unnatural way, but there's like this highlighty sense and you completely lose it if you put it on 0. I'm not sure, man. I might turn it to fucking 0. No, so this sharpness has nothing to do with DLSS. This is a post-processing sharpness the game adds to its tone mapping pipeline. And DLSS does not change any sharpness. I mean, yeah, if there's a, you mean if there's an additional, okay, maybe there, I know there isn't, but I can show you. DLSS does not have a sharpness setting specifically here. But this is an on-the-top post-processing filter added in addition to DLSS. It has nothing to do with DLSS, basically. So, I mean, might scale with it for sure, right? It could change with it, but you know what? I'm gonna turn it off. I don't give a shit. I'll turn it off, I think. You know what? This reminds me of Dying Light, but with Dying Light, it was definitely a DLSS issue. Here it isn't. Okay, so yeah, I decided that we're gonna say fuck you to sharpness post-processing. Oh my god, I alt-tabbed. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, I'm gonna drink something and then we're gonna go full send and play the game. Sorry about that. Little drinking pause and I get right into it. Okay, I'm back. So quickly, what did we just discover? That the game sharpness slider is not actually a DLSS sharpness slider because DLSS itself has sharpness, right? It sharpens the image. It is a post-processing sharpness filter which is added on top, which probably works really well with the PlayStation implemented anti-aliasing solution, an upscaling solution. And it doesn't work at all with DLSS, so I highly recommend you turn it off when you play the game because it doesn't make any sense to use. It is literally breaking the sharpness of the game. So it's literally a broken game if you turn it on. So yeah, I would highly recommend turning it off if you want to have beautiful natural visuals, and also a game that, for whatever reason, in full screen has significant issues not breaking. So it's so weird. I've never seen this happen in any game, honestly. This is like such a weird oddity here. So alt-tabbing is really, really annoying. But at least now we got rid of the weird sharpness, because it is already sharp, right? This is a sharp image. It's not overly sharp, but it is sharp. So I'm really, really confused by them. I mean, it shows they have no idea what they're doing, basically. This should never be, I mean, you can leave it maybe optionally for people, but it should not be a thing. This is not a normal sharpness slider. This is a horrible post-processing filter which doesn't work at all with modern upscaling. And yeah, it should be off. It should be off, and it should be off by default, and it should only be an option, and it should also really highlight, there should be a text saying you should only use this without DLSS. Only if you're using the native anti-aliasing solution, you should be using this. Yeah, and this really makes the game so much prettier, because I was like, it's so grainy. Everything looks grainy, and grainy also feels low res instantly, right? Because everything is just like kind of weird. And now it looks really, really nice. So I'm really sad that we started the game without that, but we noticed it quickly enough. Yeah, this cave for sure was like too much for me.
What's this? Okay. Should have what I need to craft a trap.
Oh, this menu pisses me off. Rock. How do I craft it though? Huh?
There. Explosive trap made.
If anything walks into one of those, it won't know what hit it.
Yeah, the menuing is horrible. Tap control before.
Aloy, I think I see a way up.
Oh my, it looks so much better. Holy shit! It's suddenly like I'm playing a normal video game. It basically looks like Stellar Blade now from a quality perspective. What the fuck? Like, the controls are very, very console-like, so you should definitely consider... I'm just trying to figure out how this works. So this is when you don't use control, and then it's slower. And when you use control, it goes up like this. Huh. What is this horrible camera perspective?
Machine's ahead.
Don't think they spotted us.
I better scan them.
Wait, why am I suddenly centered though? Isn't Aloy supposed to be on the left? Yeah, I just want to say she's supposed to be on the left side. And we turned off dynamic too, I think. Sorry for being so pedantic, but... Yes, left aligned. It's not even dynamic. Oh my god, it looks so much better. Fuck me, man. Fuck me for not noticing right away. I thought it was like overly sharp, but you know, I was initially, maybe it's just this first area with the lighting that looks kind of weird, and you know, I was like, I don't know about this one. He's not dead. Scan new machines with your focus. How about I don't? I'm just kidding. Oh my god. Yeah, you should definitely turn that down.
I've seen this machine before. A scrounger.
It's new to me. Let's see where its weak points are.
Maybe we could place one of those traps you made in its path.
Key upgrade resource, power cell. I am not the biggest fan of this, whoops, highlighting shit. We can use a blaster. Okay, game, are you gonna fucking annoy me? How do I select it? Okay, and how do I place it? Pressing R maybe?
This here.
Oh, you're cooked, bitch. Oh, you're cooked. Well, maybe I'm also cooked.
Let's keep going then.
It really X and that is how you decided to, you know what? No. No. just straight up no. It's okay. I don't need that shit. You can go and suck my dick. Just put nothing there.
You've been in a lot of old world ruins. Are they all like this?
It looks so good now. Oh my god, I hate that that
This is different.
setting is on by default. Should I make a short clip like telling people to turn it off? Because I feel sorry for every single person who doesn't turn it off because it just looks so much better. But it's so late, right? The game has been out for so long. But there might still be a person who plays it, but they will never see the video anyway. I feel so bad for them, man. The devs are really doing a horrible job with this one. Yeah, you can definitely tell it was given to a third-party company for porting, and they have no idea what the fuck they're doing with DLSS. What a shame. And now we can just use the mouse button to change the items, which is way better than weapons which have a different weapon slot anyway.
That machine we saw earlier must be on the move.
Let's hope it doesn't come this way.
I mean, see, this is more than sharp enough, right? This is mega sharp. But in a good way, naturally sharp. Like DLSS naturally sharp, not like bullshit sharp. I really have to say though, you can see this, right? The compass in the top corner is updating at a different frame rate. So it's like stuttering like crazy. Can you see it? When I move my camera? I don't know if it's visible with the 60 FPS on YouTube, but the compass, the arrow is stuttering. And I'm not using FrameGen, right? If I was using FrameGen, you could say, yeah, another FrameGen artifact. No, it's the game just updates this at a lower FPS. Yeah, so it's really weird. What does the game want me to do? Oh, probably go here, right?
That's a big storm picking up out there.
Yeah. And they're getting stronger. And more frequent.
So the storms, the blighted land.
Oh, this, by the way, is also a really important fact. It's really important to realize why did it look low-res too? Because it led to a lot of temporal instability, right? If you add a post-process filter, which is not on, it's on top of DLSS, right? So DLSS is done, presents you the perfect image, and then they added a post-processing filter on top of it, which breaks, I mean, they might do it before, I don't know when, but it breaks basically this perfect image and makes it temporally unstable, which makes grass, flicker, everything, all like low resolution artifacts, which are not tied to resolution in this case, but they make it look like it. So now it's super clean and stable in motion too.
Lakes choked with algae. You were born to fix all that?
Yeah. I can only do it if I find that backup. I think we're winding our way around to the data center. We'll need to cut through that big building on the right out there.
Yeah, so that is my number one graphics tip for this game. Turn down the sharpness to 0 unless you're
Hey,
using
Varl.
no DLSS or
There's data
FSR.
here. You scan it with your focus.
So now we have to hold to scan for a data point. I'm kind of getting annoyed by this shit.
This data mentions the tech that Far Zenith traded with Zero Dawn. It doesn't explain how they got it back up.
I'll keep an eye out for more data.
Yeah.
Let's see. Huh. A lot of glyphs. I'll tuck this away to study later.
Looks like we've got to climb up.
But because I was really not happy with the visuals from a, you know, like the core presentation from a sharpness perspective, I was really like, is this how it's intended? This looks so weird, right? And I really wanted to give it a little bit more time, maybe get used to it, or just like, is the area, but no, it's definitely the setting that's completely fucking broken. So yeah, definitely happy we found this one within the first hours, I guess. I mean minutes, depending on how you play. For us, it was hours.
You okay?
Yeah. Guess we won't be going that way.
So the climbing animations are significantly more fluid than in Stellar Blade. So this is...
Well, it is 1,000 years old.
So this is what I meant when I played Stellar Blade, is that, you know, modern games definitely have more fluid climbing animations. So that was the biggest weak points.
Some kind of meeting room.
I think in Stellar Blade was definitely the climbing
Side's
stuff.
locked.
There's another one of the...
Anzu.
The Zero Dawn terraforming system, the brainchild of Dr. Elizabeth Sobek. Empowered by 9 subordinate functions, Gaia, the core of the system, is capable of advanced planetary engineering, an obvious advantage to our space colonization efforts. Operation Phase 1. Establish an asset within Project Zero Dawn. Status complete. Phase 2. The asset will secretly beamcast a complete copy of Gaia and her subordinate functions to this facility's data center. If all goes well, Zero Dawn staff will remain completely unaware of the transmission. Risks. Discovery of this operation could result in Zero Dawn withholding the already negotiated Apollo database. Special care must be taken not to alert Travis Tate, the expert hacker in charge of Hades Protocol. In addition, extreme caution must be exercised in regards to Dr. Sobek herself. As one of the world's preeminent technologists, she may have instituted unforeseen security measures. A complete assessment is attached. This concludes the executive summary.
I thought Elizabeth sent the backup here, but she didn't. Far Zenith stole Gaia.
Aloy? Why does that woman look like you?
It's okay, Pearl. We look alike because we're the exact same. Genetically identical.
But she was one of the old ones. How can you be her?
Because I wasn't born. I was made. By a machine. It's why I'm motherless, why I was cast out as an infant.
I don't understand. What kind of machine can make a person?
Remember when I said the backup is like a set of instructions? It's more than that. It's called Gaia. And for a long time, she cared for the world until she had to destroy herself. So she made me to bring her back. I'm the only one who can. And this place is my last hope.
You once said the goddess spoke to you when you went into All-Mother Mountain. Was that this Gaia?
Yes, but she's not the goddess, Laurel. There isn't one.
How can you be sure? It sounds like she anointed you with a sacred task.
I've had a lot of time to figure this out. And you will too, with the focus. But for now, the report said they were going to store the stolen copy of Gaia in the data center. So that's where we have to go. Okay?
But I like that they don't use letterboxing for every single cutscene. So they only use it for the bigger ones. And you can also turn it off, but obviously the art was never intended for it to be turned off, so...
Aloy, over here. I found something you could use.
And as far as I'm aware, we didn't turn it off, right? So... so many options. Did we... Am I blind? Is display? It might be display. No, it might be graphics. I don't know where they put it, honestly. Cinematic, facial detail, letter. Where the fuck is the letterboxing? Am I blind? Might be blind. That's so weird. I thought it was... Maybe I missed it. Maybe I'm just like, because I'm going fast. I have no idea. Ah, here it is. Right, so it's still on. And yeah.
Those Ostrom...
Weapon. Thanks, Val. We should keep moving.
After you.
Obtained Frost Blast Sling. By the way, she's in Genshin Impact. This weapon fires frost bombs in her acuter version. Enemies to build up the brittle state. While in the brittle state, enemies are more vulnerable to impact damage. Okay. Now you just have to tell me how to select it and we're good.
Down here.
Perfect.
I think we're almost back outside.
Good. Look, that must be the machine.
It's heading in the same direction we're going. Great.
Pretty cute.
Those machines. I could try out that new weapon on it.
And how can I bookmark it to... Like, how do I assign it to a shortcut? Because one is definitely the bow, but what is the slingshot? Just chill, man. I'm just like learning the controls game. Can we assign it to a slot or something? So this should be slot 2 now, right? Yeah. No more radial menu shit. Get fucked, bitch. Oh, he's gonna get so brittle. I think he's brittle. And now we fuck him. Wait, that's unfair. I'm learning the controls. Yeah, the controls are a bit, I mean, they take some getting used to. I'll be real. There's a lot of inputs for stuff that seems kind of unnecessary, but it exists. So not unnecessary, right? Just like stuff you usually don't have in shooters. So there's a lot of crafting stuff, and it's like it's basically made for a controller, which you can really tell, but it still doesn't feel terrible.
Good.
But it definitely feels like a bit convoluted at times. And so she unfortunately did not remember the slot because the save point was afterwards.
Great. Those machines. Trying to find a weapon on it.
Oh, we're cooking him. Oh, he's cooked. You think you're gonna fucking survive getting cooked like that, bitch? Why do you have so much HP? Wait, why is he full HP?
Machine couldn't take the cold.
Wait, is he blocking me?
All of the officer and delivers. And a lot of acid. That big machine must have attacked as they tried to escape.
They didn't stand a chance.
Honestly, I'm thinking, right? Are we gonna use that against bigger ones? I think so. I think normal enemies might be too expensive.
So, you said this backup is the last hope.
Yeah. All those places I've been these last few months, there were supposed to be more backups. But 1,000 years ago, a guy named Ted Farrow purged them all.
Was he part of Farzenas too?
No. He was worse. Looks like we can cross over here.
Nah. See, yellow. Yellow is the language of climbables. I mean, it's just crazy how much better the game looks now. It's like, it's such an important setting to get right, and they fucked it up. I mean, they fucked it up by putting it on, like, for no reason. It really left a bad first impression in that regard. For no reason, too. Like, how big is the range on the scan? Because this looks cool, but I also feel like I'm not supposed to be in the water in the first place. Here, Aloy, please climb. What the fuck am I doing? Secret in the waterfall? Nope. See, this is where I'm not sure how the game exactly wants you to play. Is this meant to be an exploration area? Are we just supposed to go by? Because there's so many climbing spots. There's no loot anywhere, so... yeah, maybe this is just meant to be a passageway. And I don't think you can miss anything important anyway at the start. Most of the important stuff, I think, is tied to quests and rewards from the main mission. Ooh, and this looks really nice. Like the color here, really cool.
Wow. That big metal thing looks like the ship we saw back in the auditorium. Imagine going up to the stars in that.
More awesome. Machines to run right through them.
These guys couldn't catch a break.
Are those birds or is the... Sounds interesting. And so when we don't loot them, by the way, it's because we have full resources as far as I'm aware, at least.
Machines patrolling ahead.
We can tag them in the focus to keep track of them.
Yeah, also what was kind of funny is basically that when I saw the game on my TV, right, the Digital Foundry videos to the console version, it looks so gorgeous, and then I played it on my PC and was like, it doesn't look at all like it, right? And it was just the sharpness setting. It's so fucking weird. This one setting basically just like completely annihilated. Can we like do this, or does it produce sound? Did they alert the other enemies? Don't worry, we got this. We're Aloy the ninja looter. Oh, nice aim, bro. I see what the problem is, by the way. That's a really interesting problem. The game has this aim mechanic with shift, and dodge is on control. And I can't aim and dodge with the same finger, right? Because my finger's already on shift.
That big metal thing looks like the ship we saw back in the auditorium.
Yeah, that is really interesting.
Stars in that.
Awesome. Machines tore right through them.
But we learned no rolling when you're sneaking.
We can tag them in the focus to keep track of them.
I mean, what we could do though is put dodge on the side mouse button instead of heavy attack. He's blind. Yeah, and by the way, I always leave lens flares on because they're realistic. You see lens flares with your eyes, and it's not a camera only thing. Yeah, you don't have chromatic aberration, you don't have film grain, you don't have lens distortion, but you do have lens flares. So, oh, that's what I call efficient. She didn't even move. Hey, wait, I'm hiding. I'm hiding. You can't see me. It's impossible. Don't worry, I'm gonna get used to this camera FOV. And we're gonna fucking cook him. Oh my gosh, oh my god, he's like two-piecing us. I think you can only loot him while he's alive, which doesn't make any sense, but... He's stunned, he's stunned. Fuck him! Fuck him! I don't know how! Fuck him!
Machine ripped right through the wall.
How to get out of here?
Did the game ever teach me that you have melee attacks? Yeah, did the game ever teach you that there are melee attacks? Because I can't remember. Oh, left click would close the menu. You know what? Then I'm gonna turn off the toggle. I think it's gonna feel better just to close it via left click. Yeah, let's put it on toggle. Because now we can just open it up and just click and we can go out of the menu. And now you might say, hey, does that also work for this menu? No. Why? I truly have no idea. You have to press escape for this one. So, battery? What are you talking about, bro? We looted all of them.
What's in here?
Huh?
So tell me something. Sona was really okay with you not going back to the Sacred Lands?
As the Nora war chief, she understood why I was obligated to follow you. But as my mother, she wasn't pleased.
Is she ever pleased? I don't think I've seen her smile.
Me neither.
And by the way, this is a production value, right? Where you're like, ah, yeah, this makes sense, right? I get why this is $90 or something. And then you see a Nintendo game that is so low detail and you're like, nah. Why would this be $90? I mean, it's fun and all, but it's about production value, right? And the production value is definitely way lower than here, so...
Three of those things. And if they slaughtered all those Oseram, we'll never get through to the data center.
There's no way to slip past them. They're too tough to fight head on.
We could find a settlement. Convince some hunters to help us.
That would take weeks, and we don't have that kind of time. Maybe all we need is that shuttle to fall.
That thing? How?
I'll figure it out. Just wait here.
Aloy.
Trust me.
And there she goes.
Really beautiful cloud
Over to the
rendering.
shuttle to figure out how to make it fall into the basin. If I can make it to that tower, I should be able to find a way across.
Yeah, what I don't get is why they didn't go for left click is light attack and you can hold for a heavy attack. Because as far as I know, there is no way to map hold button for combat. So I can't go here and hold the button, right? So that's really awkward. They would have made it one button press instead of two. Oh, you're fucking cooked. You're fucking cooked. Also, you know my stance on wall hacking. I don't use wall hacks in video games, so when we get detected, it's because I can't see the enemy. Ancient supply box? Oh, you're cooked. Wait, can you see me there? They must have the worst scanners in human history. Machine history? Yeah, so let's talk about like the stealth kills, because they are a big part of the game. I don't find the way her spear penetrates the enemy visually, I mean, even if it's not glitch because you're getting stuck or something, I don't find that particularly convincing visually. I think the spear feels like it's the glitching through the enemy instead of being pushed into him. And I don't know how I would have done that better, but it just like maybe add a visual effect or something that masks how the spear goes inside. I don't know. It just like feels like the spear is just glitching around the enemy instead of killing him. Yeah, so I don't know how I would change this. By the way, this has 0 stealth. If you're not in the red stuff, you're not hidden in this game. Yeah, am I gonna use the scan all the time to find everything in the world? Fuck no. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna abuse the scan every meter. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so I have no idea how important looting is in the game. Honestly. This visually reminds me also a bit of Uncharted. All the nice, beautiful vegetation. I never played the Uncharted games on PC, but they're definitely Uncharted is one of my favorite PlayStation series, and in general one of my favorite games of all time. And I mean, not from a gameplay perspective, just like I like the style of the game. It's just a fun game, the way it's like presented and everything. And yeah, I just like it, right? So I'm really interested in why I never chose to play it on PC, what my brain was thinking.
I think I can reach it if I launch myself off that grapple point.
But why control?
High enough. I better try this again. Got it.
I'm so confused. Is it because it's dodge or something? Interesting. I don't know why you just don't double press space, to be honest. Or triple press space. But I'm pretty sure they'll let me know.
Storm's getting bad.
Yeah, the audio design doesn't match the visual design here. You can definitely tell they don't have a variable like wind strength affecting the plants here.
There were 3 giant machines killing Oseram and leaving acid everywhere. Great.
Yes, so you hear a lot of, you know, wind, but it doesn't visually convince me at all that there is wind. So
Made it. That was close. One rickety tower down. On to the next.
and one of the reasons why that might be the case is because it's original PlayStation 4 title.
There is a cave
As well.
there. Maybe I can ride it to the other side.
The funny thing is, isn't it super beautiful? I mean, it has a PlayStation 5 version, that is basically what we're getting here, but still, isn't it mega beautiful for still being a game that came out for PlayStation 4? I mean, it's not on PlayStation 4 right now, right? But in general, I just mean it's like,
Well, nowhere to go but up. This place is barely holding together.
it's very nice.
Looks like there are massive clamps holding the shuttle in place. I'll bet there's a control console nearby. If I can release the clamps, the shuttle should fall right into the basin. Great.
What the fuck? I'm sliding! I'm dead! I don't know how I feel about sprinting into a slide when I just want to get into cover. So the loading times are quite long for a game that I think might support direct storage. I'm not sure. But they're not mega long. Oh my god, this is so annoying.
Machine's in my way.
But I get used to it. More movement speed. And the game probably has a RPG loot system, so it's gonna get really fun. You see what I mean? It just like looks like she's not even touching the enemy correctly. It's just kind of awkward. The fuck is this cover? the fuck? Why is he so tanky? And why don't we one-shot him? That's the real question here.
Control console might be in there. Got this place to myself now.
Did they ever explain melee attacks? Like seriously? At this point of the game, I'm like, I'm just doing it because I know they exist, but I can't remember a tutorial pop up for it at all. Yo, this game is gorgeous. All this beautiful vegetation.
Okay. Time to crush those machines down below. The shuttle's caught up in those cables. I'm gonna have to climb the tower to find a way to disconnect them.
Man, I wish we could play Eve from Stellar Blade in this one.
Up the tower. Scanning with my focus could help here.
No, I have a brain game, thank you. This is not an elevator. I just wanted to say, this is not an elevator. We need a box or something to climb onto. Can she? Oh no, she can jump. Holy, she can jump. Oh, this looks so cool. And the funny thing is, right, ray trace lighting would look better and more accurate, but it wouldn't look that much better because they really invested a lot of time and effort into the screen space global illumination. They put a lot of probes in, which are really nice, and this takes a lot of work and effort to get right. So this is way more work. Ray tracing would just have been the easy way. Way a lot of games use ray tracing. It's just way less work. This is the weirdest screen shake I've ever seen, but it's okay. Yeah, so as ray tracing basically enables the same level of a better level of quality for less work, which is why you will see it in almost every game. That's why games like Indiana Jones or Doom are forcing it on, because they didn't invest the work into SSR anymore. Which makes sense because, you know, the GPUs are getting better and better at ray tracing, so why not take advantage of that?
This should be the right spot.
And I still remember when it was like people weren't sure if next gen consoles were gonna have ray tracing support, like current gen consoles.
There.
You know, everyone was like, "Oh my god, they support ray tracing."
It should break if I shoot it.
Aloy.
One down. I just need to climb higher. Attach the second set of cables.
Oh, interesting. Releasing right click cancels it.
Scaling an ancient, rickety tower with killer machines waiting down below. I was right. I'm turning back now.
Yeah, you see what I mean? The wind is blowing hard, but the plants are not getting blown away. So it's really not that convincing to me as a player. You know what I mean? It's really... I wish they had a way to make that happen, but I guess on PlayStation it wasn't possible. On PlayStation 4. With whatever limitations they had. Nothing up here, okay.
Almost there. There's the other connector.
We all know one of them survived. There's no way that she got all three.
Lanny, where are you? Finishing this the hard way. I need to take this thing down to get to the data center.
Kill the machine. Or were you gonna freeze the living shit out of it? Right, that doesn't work.
That weak spot.
Oh my god, it's so much nicer with the mouse scrolling wheel. The data nexus. Sure. And there is a detachable somewhere. Am I blind? I can't see the weak spot.
I left in you.
This one has armor, I have no idea what it does. And this one is probably the weak spot, right? What the fuck is she doing? What the fuck am I doing? Why did you put the trap down? Oh my god. That wasn't smart. No ammo. Oh my god, we're cooked. It's fucking magic. We're cooked. Oh my god, there's no more cover. I like that the cover is lying around in pieces here. That's pretty nice. How many shots do we need with this piece of shit?
Try spitting at me now.
Moving so fucking much, man. This fucking piece of shit. And now? What are we aiming for? Okay, she's like going Super Saiyan mode.
Damn it, it broke free! I've gotta take this thing down fast. Trap maybe. Ammo.
You can also turn on, I think, that this pauses the game if you want to. And the arrows really feel weak and like they do nothing. Oh my god, I got stuck. I think this one explodes or some shit. Oh my god, like the FOV is so fucking low. Na 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 na. What? That hit me? Bullshit. Slow motion jump! Huh? Nice. Fucking cooking. What? One shot? You motherfucker. Oh my god, we're gonna have to redo this shit again? Nah, there's a phase 2 save point for sure. Do I like dodging with control? Kinda don't, because it's really annoying because you have to go shift control the entire time. It's kind of an unnatural keybind for dodging for me. No way, there's no checkpoint? It took so long! Oh my god, I built a trap. I don't even know why. I want to just reload, I guess. Well, now we know at least where we have to shoot the entire time. But you can just like critter multiple times. It was so annoying though to shoot them all. Can I put dodge and run on the same button? Yo, I'm looting! Ammo? Oh my god, what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck is this menu? Yo, is that possible? Putting dodge and run on the same button? That would be amazing. Dodge. There are a lot of buttons. Wall jump, left control. Wait, can't I just press space? Oh, that doesn't make sense. Bellers. Is that a problem? You know what? Nah, we shouldn't. Maybe we shouldn't? I'm not sure. Okay, but the other one, the dodge also on... Huh? How's that gonna look? And then we sprint? Oh, baby! Why is this not the default? Okay, because we're toggling it. Ah, okay, I get it. So we never know if we're gonna run afterwards or not. And now we can't do the slow motion aiming anymore. Which sucks. We're just gonna play the game without slow motion, fuck it. Slow motion's for pussies. Oh my god, it feels so much better dodging with this one, honestly. What the fuck am I doing? I drank a health potion? Reload reflex. What the fuck are you doing?
Damn it, it broke free! I gotta take this thing down fast. Back maybe, frost ammo. When my focus might find something
Oh my god, my ammo. Wait. I'm whoa. Wait, I'm crafting. Wait. Fine, it's fine. Okay, the way the enemies move, it might require slow motion, I'm not sure. It also gives you way more time to aim. She shoots faster doing that. Okay, we have to swap again, but... Where's my fucking slow motion? I mean, we're cooked. Now you can tell, slow motion gives you more fire rates, so it's like... As much as I would like to dodge with fucking control, shift... The focus mode... Can we make a focus mode toggle? I have a genius idea. Wait, I have a genius... I mean, you can see I don't like the default controls. That's why I'm investing time into them. But don't worry. Can you focus mode toggle? Yes. And we're gonna put it on the same fucking button as aiming. See, this is how can we avoid though that we have to press it twice? Where's the focus mode? The focus mode. Where the fuck is when aiming, right? Wait, are we talking about concentration or focus mode? Wait. Wait, which one are we talking about? But it's concentration. Yeah, it's concentration. Right? See, the real fight is against the controls. Oh baby, is this just gonna auto concentrate as soon as we right click? Sure fucking isn't. I think. Shit. Oh no, I'm brilliant. We shouldn't put it on right click, we should put it on left click. Big brain. Because yeah. Automatic concentration maximum, huh? Shit, no ammo. No crafting. Don't kill me. Why doesn't it work though? It doesn't work at all? They weren't kidding when they said it's not gonna work. But I don't want to win against him. Wait, I don't want to win yet because he's just good for setting up the controls. Well, he's a good tutorial boss. We learn what we don't like about the controls. So concentration on left click and primary fire don't work. That fucking sucks. Why? What if we treat concentration as some ultimate ability? Yeah, what if we treat it as some, you know, oh yeah, we're using concentration or something. It's like an ultimate ability. Or we just play without it, honestly. And the game is clearly not designed around that, but
It's dead. Finally.
I just hate that the fucking dodging controls. Oh, okay, we're gonna change them again. It's unfortunate, but honestly, I think holding shift is fucking ass, so I will leave it on toggle. Maybe. But okay, so wait, focus, act. No, you can stay wherever the fuck you want. Concentration, shift, dodge. Why dodge? Why is dodge? Why can't I have both, man? Oh, it's auto hit key. Auto hotkey's gonna come in a moment. Let me think about that dodge one. It feels so much better dodging with shift. So much better. And then we could go crouch control, which also feels way better. If only not for the fucking slow motion. But then again, we also, every time we sprint, we're gonna dodge. It's gonna look awkward and it's gonna feel like shit. Okay. And hey, Daniel, if I want to play CS right now,
The data center should be straight ahead. I guess we're all gonna have to find another way
we
there.
just beat the boss. And I mean, we struggle with controls and I'm kind of tilted, so. Yeah, do I like control enough for dodging? I usually would like space the most, but space is jumping. Do I want to play CS? If there ever has been a moment to play CS, it would have been now. I always want to press R to reload my bow. And then she does the weird, I use the utility shit. But there might be weapons you have to actively reload in the game, and then I'm gonna be like really annoyed. Maybe I should look into that, to be honest. Yeah, what does the reload button actually do in this game? So yeah, is this a good point for stopping for today with Horizon? I think so, yeah. I think I'm gonna play CS a little bit. And then we're gonna play more of this tomorrow. Oh, is this one of those moments where you can pick up the weapon? And does this have a reload? I don't think so. Yeah, what does reload do in the game? What the fuck are we doing? That's a pretty cool gun. Does it stick into? Yeah, it sticks in him. That's funny. Okay, but seriously, I have no idea what reloading does. I'm gonna look into that. After the stream, which is now. I'm pretty sure the game saved right here, right? If it didn't save, fuck my life, I'm gonna have to fight him again. But yeah, I did enjoy the game so far. I must say, the controls with mouse and keyboard are pissing me off ever so slightly. Because there's a lot of stuff just like mapped to weird shit. It's like really awkward to make it work because it's just like not meant for PC controls. And it's a bit convoluted in that regard, but visually it's really gorgeous. It's also fun so far. We haven't had that much gameplay yet, honestly. I mean, it's mostly been climbing, which is also fine. But it's definitely beautiful, and if you crank down the sharpness to 0 when you're using DLSS, it's going to look just really right? You don't need the post-processing sharpening filter, which was never intended to be used with it. So yeah, that's my number one tech advice for this game. If you're using DLSS or FSR, turn off the sharpening filter. If you're using the default anti-aliasing from the game, for whatever fucking reason you would use that, then definitely you can use it because it was designed around that, right? Okay, but yeah, we're gonna continue with this game tomorrow. I'm gonna play a bit of Counter-Strike and maybe eat depending if they started the match or not. So yeah, I'll see you guys in tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. So thanks a lot for watching, and then we're gonna hopefully be done with all the control stuff. Unfortunately, this seems to be one of those games where setting up the game takes more time than playing the game. So really sorry about that. I thought I did most of it before the stream, but I couldn't have known the weirdness of the controls. Yeah, and also I'm going to look into the reload, what it does, so I can change reloading the gun to R like I would usually, like crafting with R. Okay, so see you in a moment, Daniel. Wait, is this almost looks like a distortion 2 emote, but it's not. It's not. Okay, so yeah, I'll see you in a moment, Daniel. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.